الانتراكتيف من اليوترس عباره عن الكود بتاع اليوترس، فانجس اوف اليوترس، الى سيرفكس. And this is the vagina. This is the sensitive pubis. Behind it is the urinary bladder. And this is the female urethra. And this is the anterior wall of the vagina. This is the posterior wall of the vagina. This is the anterior vaginal fornix. And this is the posterior fornix. Behind it, I will find here, this is the rectum. And between the anal canal and the vagina, this is the perineal body. This is the central section in the body. The relation of the uterus. Number one, anterior to the body of the uterus, I will find this pouch, utero-vesical pouch, which may or may not contain intestine. Anterior to the cervix, you know that the cervix has a supravaginal part and a vaginal part. In front of the supravaginal part lies the superior surface of the urinary bladder and is connected to it by fibrous glands. Like in the vaginal part of the cervix, in front of it, I'll find the anterior fornix. So this is the anterior relation of the uterus and the cervix. Concerning the vagina, the anterior relation of the vagina, number one, I will find here the base of the bladder. And here is the urethra. And in the upper third, I will find the cervix. Because as we know, the vagina is related to the rule of 3. In front of it 3, behind it 3, on the other side 3. In front of it I'll find the cervix, the base of the bladder, and the urethra. Posterior relation of the uterus. Behind the uterus I'll find this pouch. And this pouch is utero or uterine pouch. Or it's called the Douglas pouch, which contain usually small intestine or the colon or both together, the Douglas pouch. And the supravaginal part of the cervix, it is island the Douglas pouch. And the supravaginal part of the cervix is covered posteriorly with peritoneum. Like an anterior is not covered with peritoneum. The intravaginal part of the cervix posteriorly is the posterior fornix. So this is the anterior relation and posterior relation of the rectum, the uterus. Posterior relation of the vagina. The upper third related to the Douglas pouch. The middle third is related to the rectum. The lower third is related to the perineal body, which separated from the anal canal. This is the relations of the uterus. لو أنا خدت coronal section, this is the uterus. And this is the vagina. To show the lateral relation. Lateral relation of the uterus. I'll find here the broad ligament of the uterus. Two layers between the lateral side and the lateral ligament. It contains the fallopian tube in its upper part. And it contains the uterine vessel. You know the uterine artery is from the internal iliac artery and it passes at the lower edge of the ligament. Then at the level of the internal os, it passes on the side wall of the uterus, inside the broad ligament. This is the uterine artery. The uterine artery is the branch from the internal iliac artery. It gives the vaginal branch to the vagina. It gives the cervical branches, and it also gives uterine branches to the body of the uterus. Its terminal end and stomach, as you know, with the ovarian artery. And this uterine artery supplies the medial part of the uterine tube. This is the distribution of the uterine artery. The uterine vein drains the medial part of the uterine tube, it drains the uterus, it drains the cervix, and part of the vagina, and it ends into the internal iliac region. This is the blood supply of the uterus. الداتا ريليشن بقى احنا لازم عشان نرسم. يبقى البودي فلتر ريزن دي هذا برود ليجمنت. It contains the uterine vessel. It contains the uterine tube. It also contains sympathetic and parasympathetic. It contains also the round ligament of the uterus. Inside it, round ligament of the uterus. This is the most important. There are many things there, but they are not important. We need only the content of this. Lateral surface, lateral relation of the cervix. Cervix you have supravaginal and vaginal. The supravaginal has an important relation. Is the uterine artery crossing the urethra. This is an important relation for the supravaginal part of the cervix. Laterally are found the uterine artery crossing over the urethra. And this is important during hysterectomy. If I do hysterectomy, I have to clamp the uterine vessel. If I do not separate the urethra from my clamp, I will clamp also the urethra, leading to obstruction of both urethra and lead to uremia. So this is an important thing. Also, the cancer cervix can extend laterally here to invade the urethra to form uremia or renal failure, which is one of the causes of death in cancer cervix. Because carcinoma extends laterally and it invades the urethra, so leading to obstructive hydronephrosis and uremia. Uremia, one of the causes of death of carcinoma of the cervix. That is the vaginal part of the cervix related to lateral fornix, lateral fornix هنا ولاترال fornix هنا. بالنسبة للفاجينا laterally I will find also three things. The upper sac related to the urethra. The middle sac related to the levator muscle, because vagina is the levator muscle. And part of the vagina lies in the pelvis. And part of the vagina lies in the perineum. We have the levator تعمل sphincter vagina. So the levator muscle. And beneath the levator muscle, you know the presence of urogenital diaphragm. So this is the urogenital diaphragm. And also the great vestibular gland. Great vestibular gland or the Bartholin gland. So this is the lateral relation of the uterus, the cervix with two ends, the supravaginal and vaginal part, and this is the lateral relation of the vagina. As you know that the cervix has an external os. It has cervical canal and it has the internal os. The uterine artery reaches the cervix at the level of the internal os. At the level of the internal os, this is the isthmus. The constricted part of the uterus is called the isthmus. And this isthmus forms the lower uterine segment. Uterine segment, where cesarean section, the incision of cesarean section occurs in this lower segment of the uterus. The blood supply, the uterine artery, supply the cervix and supply the uterus and uterine tube. Also, there is a vaginal artery comes from the uterine and the internal iliac artery, supply the vagina. This is a vaginal artery. And this is the vaginal branch of the uterine. The venous drainage, the body and the cervix to the uterine vein. Like the vagina has its own venous drainage, which form a plexus surround the vagina, vaginal venous plexus, which drain ultimately into the internal iliac vein. Concerning the lymphatic drainage, It's important. Lymphatic drainage. The fundus of the uterus, which is the part above the level of the uterine tube, it goes to the para-aortic lymph node. The body of the uterus, it goes to the internal iliac lymph node. The cervix passes with the lymph nodes مع uterine artery to the internal iliac lymph node. Concerning the vagina, the upper sac goes to the internal iliac lymph node or to the external iliac lymph node. The middle sac goes to the internal iliac lymph node. But the lower sac of the vagina is goes to the superficial inguinal lymph node اللي موجودة في upper part of the side. ولا أنسى أبدا أن الcornea of the uterus, this is called the cornea of the uterus. It is drained via the round ligament of the uterus to the superficial inguinal lymph node أيضا. فعشان كده superficial inguinal lymph node enlarged can indicate cancer of lower side of the vagina and also can indicate cancer uterus because part of the uterus is drained through the round ligament of the uterus into the superficial inguinal lymph node. Right. What is the main support of the uterus in this position? The main support, main support number one is the pelvic floor or elevator in eye muscle. Number two, the perineal body. Number three, the ligaments. Elevator and eye muscle, because the elevator and eye muscle here, it constricts the vagina, so support the vagina and the uterus. Damage to this pelvic floor if difficult labor or trauma or using forceps during delivery can damage this, or during aging. Aging also that this muscle becomes weak. So the uterus will pass downward to form what's called uterine prolapse. Also, I'll find this is the perineal body. Perineal body supports the vagina. Damage to the perineal body during labor can lead to either uterine prolapse or vaginal prolapse. So these are the main support. The ligament. The most important ligament supporting the uterus is the transverse cervical ligament, or they call it the cardinal ligament, or they call it Mandelbrot's ligament. This is between the lateral aspect of the supravaginal part and the vagina and the lateral pelvic wall. This is the transverse. The transverse cervical is the most important ligament that supports the uterus in its position. And through this ligament passes the ureter. This is important because during repair of this, I can repair the transverse cervical. So I should be aware about that the ureter passes inside it as not to damage the ureter. The ligaments also from the pubic bone to the cervix. This is the most important pubocervical ligament. And from the cervix to the sacrum, the sacrocervical ligament. These are the most important things that support the uterus and support the vagina in this position. Damage to this damage it will lead to prolapse of the broad ligament and the round ligament of the uterus has no role in supporting the uterus. They have no role in supporting the uterus. Right. Uterine prolapse. Uterine prolapse means downward displacement of the uterus from its position downwards due to weak pelvic diaphragm, either due to aging, menopausal, especially menopausal women, or after repeated labors, or after difficult labor, or using forces during labor, outside your uterus will descend. The cervix becomes here, and the uterus here, and the vaginal wall comes downwards like that. This is the first stage of prolapse. Then, afterwards, the uterus will descend again. So the cervix of the uterus becomes at the opening of the vagina, but it does not protrude outside. This is the second stage. Once the cervix becomes outside the vagina, this is the third stage. If the whole uterus lies outside, this is the fourth stage, and it is called procedentia. It is very rare now, procedentia. The uterus outside. So, the patient usually complain that he felt something like an egg inside the vagina. If he told you as this words, it means that the cervix of the uterus lies down. It means prolapse of the uterus. Uterine prolapse. During the center of this cervix, it will push, it will take the vagina, the bladder, because the supravaginal part of the cell is connected to the bladder. So when the uterus descends downward, it will take the bladder with it, forming a pouch inside the vagina. It's called cystocele. It also will take the rectum, because this will descend and take the rectum also into the vagina, and it's called rectocele. This is why the uterine prolapse patient complain of urinary troubles, usually, especially stress incontinence. Stress incontinence, which is important, or difficulty in urination, or dysuria, or incomplete emptying of the bladder, because part of the bladder form a pouch inside the vagina. This is a common urinary trouble, especially in menopausal women. Any menopausal woman complain of stress incontinence, you should ask her about the uterine prolapse, because this is one of the commonest causes of stress incontinence in post-menopausal women. Also, due to the rectum passes in the vagina, it can lead to troubles in defecation. This is the most important things concerning the relation. The second thing is BV examination, bare vaginal examination. BV examination is done routinely in any gynecological examination. When I do BV examination, I feel anteriorly. This is the bladder, and this is the urethra, and this is the vagina, and this is the cervix, this is the uterus, and this is the tubular vagina, and this is the rectum, and this is the perineal body. So I'm doing BV anteriorly. I feel, number one, the base of the bladder. I can feel stone in the bladder. I can feel tumor in the base of the bladder. Also, anteriorly I can feel the urethra. When I'm doing BV examination, the upper part of my tips feels the Douglas pouch with the intestine lying inside it, and the middle part of my finger will feel the ampulla of the rectum, and the lower part of the brain will feel the perineal body. This is anterior and this is posterior. The lateral, when I'm doing lateral, during the PV, I can feel the ureter. And even I can feel a stone in the ureter. And also, laterally also, I can even feel the vaginal sphincter or sphincter vagina. And lower down, I can feel the great vestibular gland and the urogenital diaphragm. This is the structures to be felt during BV. Also, BV examination is important because I'm going to show the direction of the uterus. Usually this is normal, and it is an anti-verted, anti-flexible. This is the normal. Anti-flexible. So when I'm doing BV, I will first feel the anterior lip of the cervix. إذا أعرف إن أنا anterior lip لأن وراها external ostral head. لكن if there is RVF, triangle inverted posteriorly, يسموها R retroversion flexion RVF. يبقى احنا بنقول هنا هو هيصير البوستيريور limb during BV first. واعرف البوستيريور limb فين؟ انا الاقي قدامها الاكسترنال اوس. اعرف ان ده RVF. Also, when I'm doing BV, I'm touching the cell. And when I remove my hand, I look to my finger. If there is blood during BV, it can indicate carcinoma of the cell. Also, after doing BV, I have to see the color and the smell of the vaginal discharge, because this has an important meaning for diagnosis.